I'm here with Siphesihle, Feroza, and Rob. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, man. It's going to be an exciting one. It's time for the Bogart Man Once Said. Right. Today, I was listening to the legendary, one of our legends, actually, an incredible man. And it's funny, too. You know what I mean? He said that legacy takes longer, but it will last forever. I was just thinking, sitting there, man, like, yo, man.
Yeah.
Looking at him.
Yeah.
And then I look at what other people have built.
Yeah.
It does take time.
It does take time.
Legacy takes time, and it will last longer. These are the wise words of Oskido.
Sure.
Oh,
Shout out to Oskido.
Shout
What
out
an
to
OG.
Oskido.
What an OG. I needed to hear that. I actually needed to hear that. I feel like sometimes I am in a rush. You know, we tend to be in a bit of a rush. Yeah.
A lot of people are in a rush.
Nah.
A lot of people, they want instant gratification and they want instant things to happen there. Listen, you got to take time to build the business. You got to take time to build the dream.
Yeah.
It just doesn't come.
It does take time, no?
Yeah, it does take time.
And that's the stressful part. I think that's when you feel like maybe you're not going anywhere or things are moving too slow. Who said they're moving too slow? You know, they could be moving according to how they're just supposed to go. You don't know what someone else is doing.
They're moving the right way.
Right?
I always say progress is moving slow doesn't mean progress.
Okay.
And moving fast doesn't mean you're heading to the right direction. But it is what it is. So if it's slower, it's gonna pay off when its time comes on, man. So those are the wise words of Oskido right here on the Bogart Man Once Said.
That actually made me think of it a different way. When you said legacy takes a long time and it lasts forever, not all legacies are good legacies. Sometimes you could spend your whole life just effing up, and that's your legacy, and it will be there forever.
Listen, I didn't say this is bad or not.
No, like I thought about it. I was like, you need to also be careful.
But it's your legacy,
that's
your
what
legacy.
I thought about
it.
Your legacy is going to last forever, and you spend your whole life or so many years building it. So make sure that it's a legacy that you want to have left behind.
Okay.
Yeah, man, because it's something that we all contribute, you know what I mean, to step by step, brick by brick, every day. Because I'm speaking to those dreamers, the hustlers, the entrepreneurs, the people who want to live
something, like something proper.
Especially wealth. A lot of people think wealth just comes. Wealth, you work for it, but you're working for your kids because you can't make wealth yourself. Forget it.
You can make new money yourself.
Yeah, you can make new money. Yeah,
True.
But wealth, it requires something. It requires what do you call this?
Selflessness, maybe?
Yeah, selflessness. Okay. Exactly. That's the word I was looking for. So that's what it requires, so that your future generation can have wealth. Yeah, man. And when we come back, we're definitely going to be talking about what is happening across the world and locally. We have some interesting stories for you, man. So yeah, please do stay tuned. This is the Bogart Morning Show. I feel like definitely it's a classic.
Okay.
But I feel like the word old school comes in, like, it's not old for me. It's like, it was just now, guys. It's coming out of AKA's album Alter Ego in 2011, guys.
Sure.
Okay. Now that I mentioned the year and I've calculated, it's almost 15
I just
years.
started high school that
It's almost 15 years. Decade. Okay, you might be right. I
think I was in grade 6.
It's over 10 years, a decade. Okay.
I was in grade 8.
But yeah, man. But I remember it like it was just yesterday when AKA dropped this album. We're like, yo, it's AKA, man. He's just, because he was a part of a group, by the way.
I remember.
Yeah, called thing. And I didn't even notice him up until he dropped this album. I'm like, listen to this music. I'm like, who is this guy?
Nah, it was
then I was like,
guys,
wait,
nah?
is that? Yeah. I think it's called Entity, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah, they were called Entity, and they did this, and I'm like, yo, this guy is dope. His name is AKA, and he was so communicating to us to a point and level that nobody else was.
Really?
So it was
he's
like,
been
he's been. In fact, this whole album is just
super
legendary.
mega, man.
Mega,
wow.
mega. Back then he wasn't mega yet.
Right?
Yeah, mega started on the second one, where we knew, like, is it Levels? Yeah, that's when mega started.
Is it?
So
Okay.
I was like, that one, I was like, okay, certified.
Right.
He's not going anywhere. He's gonna be one of the legends, especially when the other song came in. What's it called with the KO?
Ron Josie, I think. Ron Josie. I think that was when I was also first exposed to him. I'm not sure, but I was really exposed to him pretty late.
Because I can tell you now, when I heard that song on radio, I was in a car, I was in the N2, and we are just traveling with the other artists.
Yeah.
And we heard it on Metro FM the first time. We were like, we're in trouble now. We're in trouble now.
It's got to be topping the charts.
I'm like, this guy got AKA is a problem now.
My first AKA song was Victory Lab.
Yeah, you see, Victory Lab is on the same album. It was on the same album, you see,
nice.
which is quite incredible.
Nice.
But yeah, shout out to Mega Man for giving us incredible music, and he's still resting in us. He never died, actually.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
34 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock. This is the Bogart Morning Show, in case you're just wondering. My name is Ronny J. Drizz, extraordinary DJ, here with Siphesihle, Feroza, and Rob. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays.
Yes, top of the morning. You're still listening to Bogart Radio, where the vibes are real and the laughs are absolutely loud. Now, listen, I want us to debrief on this one, guys. We keep talking about how Gen Z is lazy. But maybe they just don't dream in job titles, and they dream in freedom.
First of all, Gen Zs, they're always coming up with a lot. There's always like things coming up from them.
Yeah.
First of all, what are these titles? Like, what is it now?
So
that's the question I ask. What is it now?
Right. There has been a recent study that is showing that so Gen Z is from 1996. Or 1997 upwards. I stand to be corrected, but that is Gen Z. So there's been a recent study showing that they do not dream in wanting the corner office, or that management position.
Oh, so basically working for somebody.
Basically working for someone.
That makes sense.
So you understand. So they've literally broken it down for us. So number one, there's a shift in values.
They broke it down for you.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
There's a shift in values for Gen Z, guys, and
I just love how we're talking like they Gen Z, like
as if we not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here. I'm actually fascinated.
I feel like I'm an old soul. I feel like I was born in the wrong generation. I'm such an old soul. Like I swear. But there is a shift in values, and like all the generations, Gen Z doesn't really equate success with titles and offices and corner suits. They value flexibility.
So they're about the hustler love
and mental health.
Mental health.
Yeah, they are very big on the mental health.
Yeah, because these days, if you say something, oh my goodness, you're not supposed to say that. Oh, you can't say this. I'm like, no.
You see, there's certain industries that are very toxic, like your call centers, for example. That's why they're not aspiring.
They're not aspiring.
Yes, to work in an environment like that. It's like I've seen.
They will resign.
Yeah,
they will resign. Exactly. Someone will come to work today and see that it is horrible, and the next day you see a video on TikTok, someone saying, "I left that job."
Yeah.
And as opposed to a different generation where, you're told that you hold on to that job, even if it's giving you just 1,000 rand, you hold on to that job until you find another one. You don't resign simply because it's tough or the manager is just, being very difficult.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Look, man, if I came here a job, I'm here to collect this money.
Of
they
course.
don't know me.
Yeah.
Okay. Whether you got your issues that you project, I'm gonna collect this money.
Yeah.
At the end of the month, I don't care what you're gonna. I don't care.
I don't think you should ever resign because
like,
of that. Actually.
Yeah.
I don't think you should ever resign simply because management is giving you a tough time. I think you are allowed to stand up to them.
It's not even standing up. It's just, like...
But some people literally resign. Some people literally resign right now. Someone literally I am not going to work.
Listen, on the health part, I do realize that, it is affecting. And there's a lot of toxic things that
bullying
are
as well.
And bullying
in
as
the
well,
workspace. Yeah, it is a thing.
And I don't want to say, like, you must grow a pair. You know what I mean, for the new Gen Zs, because they can't take it because they're just not built that way as well. You know what I mean? So it's a bit too much. Probably because it's my generation that is employing them.
Yes,
it's my generation that is, and those guys we can relate that they're tough and and it's not gonna work.
Ooh, can I chime in? Your generation, the millennials, are actually known as the best type of managers. A millennial manager.
Yes,
because millennial managers will tell you take leave, rest, go sleep. The boomer generation are not gonna do that.
No, because that's the generation we came from. There is no what you want to leave. I don't understand what leave is. Personal.
Sure.
Yeah, but if I come to you and I say I'm exhausted as your employee, as a millennial manager, you going to say, you know what, take some time. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I had I used to have a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And God forbid, for the 4 years I was there, I never took leave.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Yeah.
but I got paid a lump sum of money when I left. But
Yeah, I hear you.
but I was like, why am I taking leave?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need to get to work.
I need
You
to
know what I
get to
mean? I'm
work,
thinking
yeah,
about the rent
yeah.
at the end of the month. But for some reason,
Yeah.
I was supposed to take
course,
leave, you
you
know,
need to.
and I didn't understand why. You know, I'll probably take like sick leave or something like that. But
When your body's not forcing you to.
yeah, well, what it's now we just call it sick leave. But the actual leave to say, you know, I'm going to be a week off, I'm going to take vacation. No.
Sure.
So with that being said, I just want to say, look, man, I think there's been, I don't know whether we should, it's the thing we should fix or
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
something that we shouldn't fix.
Yes.
And I feel like it's something we should fix
Yeah.
personally. But if you guys disagree with me,
Yes.
I feel like, yeah, we need to, yeah.
We'll
but I
see,
like
we'll
the
see
Gen
the
Z's, motivational minds because
Yeah.
they're a bit innovative.
Yes.
Yeah, in a way, but
Yeah.
they're not very innovative.
Haibo, we are right here.
Take the
They're not very
criticism. Come
innovative.
on.
Haibo.
But yeah,
Yeah. I think a balance is very
because the
important.
Gen Zs, because a lot of employers, they are complaining that,
Yeah.
look, they come to work one day and
Yeah.
the next thing, they're gone. They're gone. The
They're
next
gone.
day,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I've witnessed it personally,
Yeah.
you know, over
Yeah.
the years to say we've employed this one here, and then the next day they don't show up to work.
Yeah.
And now I understand when you guys say because they see
There's a
the
shift.
toxic
Yeah.
environment, etc. You know, but also
Yeah.
there's this thing of the generation that I'm saying they need to grow up here, is that you can just say a joke to them and then they can be offended by so many things, and I feel like it's them knowing too much.
We are
and not
exposed to a
knowing
lot.
where to put it.
Yeah.
Because now you may say something and now it's a racial slur
That's all
all of a sudden,
yeah,
and or maybe something it offends them in a way. Why are you offended? Why are you offended? I
My
said, it's a
mom
joke.
always said
You know
that
what
if
I mean?
you are looking to be offended, you'll find the offense.
Exactly.
You seek,
Yeah,
you'll
look-
find. If you're looking
exactly.
for excuses, you'll find them. You're looking for problems, you'll find them.
Yeah.
Looking to be offended, you will find what Ronny just said is offensive. What Feroza
Yeah.
said is offensive. Everyone is offended.
That's what I'm
for
saying.
sure.
I was locked in.
Yeah.
Whenever I go, I'm about to collect this money at the end of the month because
Yeah.
I'm focused on that. When
Yeah.
they come in, they're not focused on that. I'm sorry, guys, but that's how I look.
No.
For
Believe
them,
me.
it's not just the money, it's also the environment. I need to come here every day and spend my whole day here.
Yeah.
You see, you're looking at such things. Me,
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about I'm going to come here and spend a whole day. I'm thinking what I'm going to do after the day.
Yeah. When you get paid. When you, it's and it's
Think about what I'm doing.
right?
Yeah, when I get paid.
Yeah, when
that's
you
what
get
I'm
paid,
thinking
it's about the payday.
Now you're
let's
thinking
work.
about
Yeah.
I need to take my home to work. No, home is home. That's where I got my own peace, because now I'm in an environment where I see people.
Yes.
And I want to work with other people, and I
Yeah.
do understand like everybody's different.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah, and yes, there are bullies, and yes, but I'm
Nah.
just saying, to protect yourself,
Yes.
you just need to realize that.
You do.
That's
you do.
all you need to realize. I'm just
You
saying.
do, you know, and I mean, the stats are also showing that they are redefining success. So they are growing up in a digital economy, obviously. So to them, the success will be running your own brand online, freelancing.
I guess that's another side to look at it.
Correct. You know, because of just where the world is going as well. Monetizing content. You know, we're in a content area. Everything is content. TikTok. Everything is there.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. And they also believe in having multiple streams of income, such as side hustles as
Yeah.
well. You know,
Yes.
not that side hustles were not a big thing back in the day, but like now you speak to a few people and they're doing quite a lot of things.
Yeah, you can't just have
one
one
job.
stream,
Now
yeah.
it's no longer one stream, you know, which is also a huge economic indicator, because what's wrong with just having one thing and just focusing on that and
You know,
killing
sometimes
it,
I
you know?
do envy the older generation for
they-
just
they
having
had
one job.
Listen, you're a teacher, and your teaching salary was able to do so much for you. You didn't have to now bake scones and
Exactly.
cookies. You didn't have to now have an extra class all the time. Now you literally a teacher, but at the same time you're a TikTok creator or content creator. At the same time you have a YouTube channel, and then you're also trying to like sell stuff online.
have a couple of
now you
Ubers.
have you understand, you have an Uber. When you're buying a car, you're no longer buying it for yourself. You're buying, maybe I should put it on Uber or Bolt.
Yes.
You know, you're thinking of so many things, but
No,
I
but
guess
do the Gen Zs think like that?
these are the Gen Zs
Yeah.
from
Oh,
is it?
1995 going upwards that's thinking of monetizing certain things.
Yeah.
And millennials for sure.
From what you just described, I don't think that fits the Gen Z description.
It does,
from
according to stats.
What? According to stats?
Yeah, according to the stats and the research that has been made.
Remember, after Gen Z, there's
it
also
does.
Gen X.
Is Gen X the one that's problematic?
I think Gen X is the problematic. Yeah, Gen X is definitely the problematic one.
Because what you were explaining, right, about work and hard work, I feel like I fit into that as much as I'm a Gen Z.
I think
but
the Gen
I
Zs,
fit
they've
into
got a
that
little
so
bit
well.
of
Work ethic.
Work ethic.
You have
a
to
little
have
bit.
work
But
ethic.
these new ones, nah.
You have to have work ethic.
I feel like the ones from 2005. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel like the work ethic is dying a bit.
West.
Yeah,
the later Gen Z.
The later Gen Z.
Because Gen Z
Yes.
ends in 2012, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
And then Gen X starts from 2013.
Having
Yeah, I
work
guess.
ethic is so vital. I'll not stress that enough. Like
Yes.
you must push. And then another thing is that so the thing about Gen Z is that they watch their parents and millennials work hard but still face retrenchments and still face layoffs, and still face recessions and burnt out and burnout and whatnot, so they've watched their families work hard and lose things, from like car repossessions and home repossessions.
Exactly.
And that happens. It's life.
But it's
We've
happening
all
more
seen
now
it.
than from the other guy.
Yes.
I
And then also
Yes.
watching your parents not have time for you because they're so busy trying to work.
Of course.
And now you want to be a different parent as a Gen Z parent to say that when I have a kid, I want to have time for this child.
Correct.
I want to hang out with them.
Correct. You come
So,
with a different
yes.
thing. But everything has, remember now, if I'm going to make time for you, then who's going to feed you? Time can't feed you. So that's where the
And
difference
that's why
is
we,
at.
we favor the flexibility in terms of how we make money.
Exactly. So they have this thing that if being a CEO doesn't guarantee financial freedom or happiness, why chase it? And then now, guys, this is where I resonate with this. And I'm going to be honest why. There's a time where in my previous position, I was offered a management role, right? But when I saw that there wasn't even much of a salary change and so much of my time was going to be taken, I was like, I don't see the point. Why should I aspire this corporate ladder that I should, go up for, and it will potentially open me up to networking more in the company, maybe, or the head office, so on and so forth. But I felt exactly like this. I'm like, why then should I be the CEO, mini CEO of this branch?
And there's no guap.
There's no financial freedom. There's no guys. You remember back in the day when you would see your manager rock up in an X5, or your manager's rocking up, and then you also get motivated. You're like, I need that management role.
Yeah.
But now, hey, Mudimu, it's tough.
It's tough. Nobody knows what to do now.
There's this
It's so
TikTok
bad.
account.
I feel like there's a lot of gaps in between the management, like the money when it trickles down to you.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to pass on the work to you, but they don't want to give you money.
They
Doesn't
don't.
make sense. Doesn't make sense.
It's the reality. They
Doesn't make
don't.
Actually, so
mad.
there's this TikTok account. This creator just creates scenarios about the rich intern, and the boss just can't handle it because the intern has all these multiple streams of
course.
income. It's a Gen Z intern, and the intern is rich.
Rocking up in a Porsche at work.
Yes.
Where now you have a VW app. Yeah.
To pay you still money.
And I need to pay you.
And the intern is there because she's bored.
I guess that's where the entrepreneurship sense comes in. I guess, like, because because you're still gonna go work, but this thing of having multiple streams is the thing now.
Yeah, such
and
a
it's quite
thing.
easy because like everything is remote, so that very much enables you to make other incomes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Going back to the other story we talked about, that lady who got fired at the petrol station. You see, such people they didn't understand.
Wait,
They
what
didn't
happened with the lady that got
Remember
fired?
they fired the lady from the petrol station when she bought a new car.
Yeah.
She was a cashier or something like that.
Yes.
On petrol station. Then she bought a new car. I'm like, wait.
I don't pay you enough.
How
did you buy? Like, what do you mean? How do I afford? I was so disturbed by that.
It was
I'm
so
like,
disturbing.
This guy, man.
He even asked for like bank statements and stuff. He did. Apparently, he asked for all of that to be like, I don't understand. And as someone who's seen petrol attendants' pay slips, they don't get paid enough. Not even close. So now, no wonder he was questioning that. How?
But me being a petrol attendant can be my side job.
Exactly. You
It's my
don't know
side
what's
job.
my main job.
You don't know what's my main job.
Hey, what if a rich guy just bought me this fancy car?
How?
Yeah.
Man, and actually touching on that, they did say that Gen Z has a very they're creating their own opportunities. They're not really waiting for promotions, so they believe a lot.
So basically, you can't hire Gen Z. It's very bad to hire Gen Z, and it's very good. No, that's why we're coming out.
Man.
That's what we're saying. Like,
Sure.
but it's also good to go to them for innovation. Okay, cool.
You know what we love on TikTok when companies hire Gen Z social media managers?
Yes.
It's the best.
It works for them.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Exactly, yeah, because they're very innovative.
Yes.
Because I think it's a digital platform and it requires you to be innovative.
Yes.
Hence, they work. So there's a downside. I don't want to call it a downside, actually.
Yeah.
It's because I believe in moving on in building and innovating.
Innovation, of course.
This is the new era, I guess.
It is the new
we gotta
era.
move forward. Yeah. Maybe the past thinking, we need to leave it behind.
No.
Maybe we really need to look at the Gen Z's way of doing things, because come think of it, they're gonna take over anyway. So,
of course,
so we can't fight them. You know what I mean? But at least they can give us room to breathe, because we're still here. You know, we're not going anywhere. We're still here. You know, so forgive us. We're still here.
But nothing beats work ethic, regardless of what you do, which generation you're in. Work ethic is important. Getting locked in, you know. I mean, there's a time where you are stuck in that job and you don't maybe like that job, but you still show up. Because
there's a lot of people like that.
There's a lot of people like that. Majority of people will tell you that, listen, I went to the job for 10 years and I didn't even like it, but it pays the bills. You know, it doesn't always make it nice, but just having that work ethic, you never know where it might take you. You know, I acquired so much skills from the corporate space and working for so long and showing up, even though I knew that wasn't my passion.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I've been doing what I love since
for the longest time.
You know what I mean? For the longest time.
So
I wouldn't
fortunate.
realize.
Hey.
Even if it was a 9 to 5, I was still doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't realize, because I just used to show up. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
But hey, think about the rent, chief. No one's going to.
That's the reality. You're thinking about the fact that, listen, hey, this bread, I can't be calling my mom and dad every time for things.
You know, eat 3 times a day. No one's going to feed you 3 times a day, every day.
Maybe it's just a me thing, but I never used to think about the food. But the rent, the rent.
The rent is vital.
The rent. You won't think about feeding yourself first.
The
rent is the most vital thing. I don't know who put that stigma onto us, but yeah, man. So when we come back, we're definitely going to talk about some of these Gen Z jobs. Is that all the stats that are there for the Gen Z?
There's more, but yeah, those are the main ones, you know.
Are there any bad ones? Because you've been saying just the good ones.
No, of course there'll be. Look, in this one, it was focusing more on the pros. I haven't touched on and I think you touched quite more on the bad, you know, in terms of like not having a work ethic, and you know, they will leave now, not tomorrow. They're not about to hold on for 2 years and they will leave now.
Because they're weak, emotionally weak, you know.
The slogan running within the Gen Zs are act your wage.
Yeah.
At your wage. What does that mean?
Your wage.
Or act your wage.
Yes.
Don't go. Don't go far and above. Like, you're paying me this amount. Why am I going far and beyond?
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, they do. You understand?
But also, they've seen too many people on Instagram and now with Lamborghini, so they think that you should do the same thing too. That's also bad. You know,
you've touched on the bad. We've touched on the good. Nice balance.
Okay, I need to hear more of these cons before when we come back. But yeah, man, and we're definitely going to touch on the cons when we come back, because we have a story as well, like a real live one, and a very bizarre one. I don't know, call it bizarre, disturbing. I don't know what it is, but we're definitely, when we come back, we're going to play that one. Right. We were discussing about the Gen Zs and the ways of doing things and how they're going to change the game in the future.
Yep.
Because let's be honest, they're going to take over from us. It's the next generations. That's just a human thing to do, you know, because we're going to die anyway. So
wow.
But you know what? Millennials still have the chance to be the oldest generation before the Gen Z become the oldest generation.
We're definitely going there.
Yeah.
We're definitely going there, and we're going to arrive. But I think when we take over, I think the Gen Z mentality is going to take over.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too, because we understand where they're coming from. Because trust me, our parents don't understand nothing.
No, they for the 60s, the 50s, the
boomers and
the boomers,
you had to have extraordinary parents to understand what we do or what the Gen Zs do. Personally, I like to thank my parents. I mean, they supported me in doing music.
Same.
I've been doing music ever since, you know. And it was quite tough. Like, you want to do music? They did look at me funny at first, but they still went and bought the equipment.
Sure, that's so sweet.
Sure, that's proper.
You know what I mean? So it was like, okay, cool. This is what you want to do, because I want to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm like a Gen Z myself, because I touch this and I touch that, and then I like to do a lot of things.
Gen Z at heart, love it.
You know, so I think like the next generation, when we take over, we're definitely going to understand, because also the millennials, and I don't know if it's a thing that you guys have also noticed.
Yeah,
every millennial thinks that they're a child. They're still in the 20s.
Yeah.
That's the thing, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel that.
That's true.
I don't feel like I've grown. Like every day I'm like, when am I? But I'm here.
When am I growing up? When I grow up.
You know, They say, because now I'm trying to look at the people who are approaching 40 in their 30s, late 30s, and they're supposed to have all these things.
Yeah.
And you've got all these things and you're there, but you just don't feel like it.
Yeah.
I feel like now I'm still want to play with the Gen Zs. I still want to dress like them. I still talk like them. And I look at my friends. I'm like, my friends are doing the same thing. So I'm not the only one. Yeah, I'm not the only one. So probably, just probably, this must be the right thing. So that's why I don't judge the Gen Zs for what they're doing.
For what they're doing.
It's a new thing, you know. Or maybe the older generation just felt like that. We just didn't know. Maybe.
Nah.
Maybe they weren't as open about it.
No, they actually not.
Because
they suppressed it.
The millennials, they can sit with you, watch the cartoons.
Yeah.
And enjoy.
Yeah.
Actually, I would sit with my little one and enjoy the hell out of the cartoon
Yeah.
I was watching.
And actually watch.
I was speaking to another mom. She's in this building. I want to expose her.
Okay.
She was, remember, what's it, Bluey?
Bluey. I love Bluey.
Because the husband was like, because I gave them tickets to this thing and they didn't go, but the husband was like, no, I think this Bluey thing is for you, it's not for the child. Yeah, it's not for the child. You're gonna go watch this concert, and no, I don't think it's for you, because I think you watch Bluey more than. And I'm like, yeah, I think because Bluey is interesting as well. You know?
I'd get annoyed with my child. I'd be like, wait, let the episode finish before you say next. I want to see what's gonna happen.
So yeah, I think the millennials, they're stuck like that.
Being young at
even I tried to analyze it. It's definitely it's us. It's us. We're just young at heart.
Yeah.
It's like we're still living. It's like we're deprived of that generation. We enjoyed it so much. Things have changed. We're just locked in to that part. I think so too.
I think those truths are both true. They coexist. I think there was a little bit of depriving.
Yes.
Because of how strict parents and get your things done, get to work, study school, and then
raising other siblings.
Yes,
as well.
yes. There's also that where you had to raise your siblings. There's a lot, and then there's obviously also just being locked in and be like, I want to make this last. I want to stretch this.
Yeah, because I think we were the first generation to make being a geek or a dog cool. I think so.
Yeah,
we were the generation.
For sure.
We were like, we're in school, but this is cool, you know. This is cool. Wearing a backpack is cool.
It's cool,
you know. And I think so too.
I was like, look, my backpack have wheels.
Yeah,
watch me roll in here. You know.
But back then, when the other generation, you got a what? Yeah, we got a backpack. You got wheels. You're dragging a briefcase to school.
Yeah, that was us.
It's not cool. That's not cool. Yeah, but anyways, the Gen Z. Shout out to them, man.
Shout out to the Gen Zs. Now. This is one of those stories that will have you saying only in Mzansi or only in South Africa. Because I don't know if you guys saw, but popular influencer got a lot of backlash over alleged fake job ads. And now obviously speaking of Gen Z and speaking on how she's a Gen Z, speaking on how now it's content creation, monetization of things online.
You see this hustling things, and now they're putting you in trouble.
This one is actually pretty serious as well, because there's been in a series of events that have obviously sent a lot of shockwaves throughout. An influencer and DJ came under fire for allegedly addressing fake job opportunities that have raised serious concerns about potential links to human trafficking.
Sure.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was.
What really happened?
A TikTok. So I'm also trying to get like proper intel on what happened, but this actually picked up when a popular influencer shared a video on, I believe it was Instagram or TikTok, to endorse a Russian startup program. I don't know if it's a startup program or just a startup. Oh no, it's just a program actually.
Oh, just a program.
Yeah, it just says program that she endorsed, but it's about jobs. And apparently they're looking for women in South Africa between the ages of 18 and 22.
Did she take the job?
18 and 22 is very specific.
I think that's where the backlash was starting from as well. That
did she take the job first of all?
You know what?
Because she didn't.
I don't think so. No, I think she's just an influencer and just advertising the job and putting it out there that it's in Russia.
So you're gonna send? Did you go to Russia herself?
Yes, I believe when she was taking the video, she wasn't in Russia. She wasn't in Russia.
Hey,
okay, I thought she was in Russia. Okay.
No, she's a criminal. She's incriminated on this one. I'm sorry, but.
Even that's tricky. So it's quite a few influencers actually. It's quite a few big names in the influencer industry. Listen, I'm also just trying to get.
She has just incriminated herself because in the forensic investigation, You are part of it. We don't know whether you are aware or not.
I was about to say that you can find that they were really not aware. Sometimes you are really looking at the bag and you're looking at the fact that they offering you this and this is what's happening, and then you think that it's really legit and you really speak on it. Like, I'm not trying to obviously say that, listen, what was being spoke on is wrong, obviously, but I feel like sometimes it happens, and it's really sad because yes, the post has been deleted, but this is definitely very concerning. We can't be luring young girls. I
like how you said the
overseas.
post has been deleted.
It has.
I like how the Gen Zs take posts very seriously. Like, you must delete that post.
Delete that post.
Like, you'll get mad. We'll say, why is it still up?
Guys,
we didn't screenshot already.
Yeah, screenshot, copy,
it's already
like,
there.
In your head, you think that it's gonna disappear. We have already shared it.
We've already shared it. It's done.
We've already dragged it on Twitter so much. Even if you delete,
yes,
it's not going to make a difference.
On the other hand, we'll get annoyed if you don't take it down. We're like, why is it still up?
It means you're still standing on business.
Yeah, why?
And people don't want that.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you keep that post there, it means you're still standing on business. You're still saying, I said what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
So you need to take it down to make it seem like,
oh, that's the meaning to it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how I take it. Like when I delete a post, I'm practically saying, no, I can't say this with my chest. Let me delete it.
I'm taking it back.
I'm taking it back.
So in my old school media training, it was grilled into us like how to fact check everything.
It's so important
that you're going to affiliate your brand with. So it clearly means that these influencers didn't go and do their own research. Yeah, what is this company?
Yes.
Is it an actual brick and mortar? Let me go on Google Maps. Can I see this building in Russia?
I like what you're saying.
You need to fact check.
See, she didn't.
Yeah.
And many still don't. You understand? Like
they see money.
I was about to say that I receive so many offers when I check my emails of things that they want me to promote.
You are doing a business, but you're not looking at the product that you're selling.
Yes.
Whether it's going to harm people or not.
Yes, yes.
But you're just rushing. So you see where the problem is. This entrepreneurship, Gen Z X, I want to do this on my own. You never even studied for it.
Due diligence
is so important. You never even did all this, hey? Oh, shame.
Due diligence is important.
Shame to her, man. I mean, yeah, she had a good run. Yeah. We don't know when she's going to come back.
Man.
A good run, that's all.
No, I feel like she'll come back because her reputation is that she trains for the wrong reasons. So I feel like she'll bounce back eventually. And
I'm sure she'll clarify. I mean, she's one person who does clarify what happened. So I'm sure they will all come up and clarify that. The way Ronny,
I think she's going to feign ignorance, eh?
So you think next time she's going to show up and sell me something, I'm going to look at her. Whoever's buying that stuff is obviously just delusional. Now, from this point onwards, was because that's the whole thing. She's a celebrity and she sells things. So if I'm gonna come, and what other company would after this here, me as a company, I'm gonna go to her and say, you see what I'm saying? Shame for her.
It's important.
She had a good run. You see what I'm saying? She had a good run.
Because now, as a customer, how am I gonna trust what you sell now?
You see, I'm not gonna believe it. Not even a customer. The guys who are selling the things, unless you're brave, maybe. Yeah. But I know sports betting companies will still go. It's fine. It's fine.
At the end of the day, I think...
Doesn't they take anything?
I was about to say that at the end of the day, we're in an industry of numbers. And because someone still has the numbers and they're still able to, we touched on this a little bit off air, that because someone, these are very big influencers with a lot of numbers, and therefore there will still be brands and companies that will still be like, oh, okay, that happened, that's in the past, we're moving on, please just continue to market this for us. It's a thing. So I don't necessarily think this is the end or anything. I think more than anything, I hope this is a lesson for someone to...
Because now we're in an era of saying, any publicity is good publicity.
Of course.
But also,
it depends on who you are. I was about to say that it also depends on who you are. You easily can find yourself cancelled. You really can. Or you can find yourself not ever being cancelled. Yeah.
You've played with people's lives.
Yeah. This is tricky. This is big. No, you're right.
I'm sorry to mention names. It's not like it's Mike G or whatever. He says whatever and then that's it. You inflicted people's lives. Like, shout out to Mike G. It's cool. I like them. You know what I mean? They make us laugh, guys. They make us laugh.
Even they have a fact checker.
Yeah, they have a fact check as well. They make us laugh.
Important. Fact checking is so important because imagine now they really get incriminated in any way for this. We don't know what the Department of Justice and Crime Prevention will do, but they are on board and they did put it out there that please be very careful of any bogus job offers overseas, these job advertisements. Because actually not that long ago there was a group of women that were found, I think it was either in Bali or Thailand, that were found from South Africa that were human trafficked. I think it was about 200. I will fact check that to make sure.
That's a huge number.
Yes, there was a few of them that were found. So yeah, but it didn't really make it to mainstream media. It didn't at all. But I fact checked and I read it.
That's why I said we're going to use her as an example. She's going to be an example.
You think so?
Yes, I'm with her. I feel pity for her that she did not know, but she's gonna.
That is sad. There's nothing I hate like young talent and a young life being.
Because if you don't make an example now, I'm sorry. Then I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you need to, like I said, you need to check all these things.
Yes.
And it's a good opportunity for all of us to learn. The people who are looking for the jobs, and especially the influencers,
of course, because you're gonna get these crazy offers. Someone will tell you, it's $1,000. I mean, convert that.
And
that is nice money
from here
to advertise something. And
then we know from here, whatever you have taken, you knew what was it. She didn't know.
Yeah,
but we need to speak about it.
I genuinely don't think she knew, Sham.
We're not attacking her or anything like that, and she's a brilliant girl and we love her. But we're just saying that you need for the sake of educating people. Yeah, that is why we need to speak about it, and that's why we need to follow the right procedures.
I think it's so unfair because of the high employment rates. There is a lot of desperation for work, so it is important that if you are advertising anything work related, because there's also this one that was trending at some point where people would warn you on Twitter that when you get a job interview to a specific place, don't go. And I've actually received an SMS with that street in Johannesburg. I don't know if it's Parktown or wherever. They were like, what if you ever receive anything with that address in Johannesburg, do not go, because it's either you're gonna they're gonna take you, or they're gonna either steal your stuff. Funny things.
The Johannesburg one is it was real, but it is still happening. But it's still happening.
It's still happening. People are desperate, and that's the issue with the high unemployment rates. The youth unemployment rate is sitting on 46.1% right now. That's practically, when you round it off, it's practically 50%. So 50% of the young population, that's between 18 to 34, are currently unemployed.
So I think it's our duty to actually educate people where to find these agencies, the real ones, and also to confirm how real it is as well.
Yes,
I think we need to get that knowledge as well. I think it's very important we do that, because if it's still happening up to now,
it is. I remember I saw it, and I'm not gonna lie, a small part of me, because at that time I was job seeking, a small part of me was like, oh, here's a job opportunity, this is nice. Until I was like, no man, I remember something like this on Twitter. I remember someone saying this address is very familiar. Then when I sent it to my partner, he was like, nah. He has it. He's like, no. Yeah, you are not going there. Then I was like, I thought I was tripping. I remember someone warning young girls, So for young girls out there, please be very warned, especially in unverified foreign job offers. They need to be verified, because now you're stuck in a foreign country. Now you have to go to the South African embassy. You didn't verify anything. Now they need to help you, because now you're going through what you're going through overseas. So yeah, we need to be very careful.
Have they retrieved the people who are affected, or were there any human beings that were actually trafficked
regarding this story? Or I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know. We will have to hear from the department. So far I know nothing, but this is a very sad reminder of what's happening with the unemployment in our country.
And even other industries had to adjust, because they're aware of, like the modeling industry, for example. There's a huge risk when you go to castings and auditions.
Oh yeah, there is.
You see, so I went to one on Saturday, and what I loved is that they had a parents section right where we were doing the whole casting and everything. And they're like, parents, please come sit over here. And they were accommodating, because they understood that the parents are nervous, because as models, it's very easy to find yourself in a trap where now you trafficked or something like that. So these agencies have had to come up with ways to accommodate a companion coming with in order to ensure safety, because it's that deep.
It is that deep.
Well, it is a learning curve, guys. Let's just take it as that, and that's the only way we can take it. You know what I mean? And I hope she learned, and other influencers, guys, social media is a very dangerous place as well. We don't look at it like that way, but it's a very dangerous place, and this is one of the examples actually proves that it's a dangerous place. And you having numbers and the following, you can actually harm other people through this way. So let's be educated about it, guys. Just don't take any jobs. Just be wary of everything that you're doing.
Facts.
across the board,
For sure.
because sometimes you can hurt people, because hey, a lot of people have been hurt with words nowadays,
Yeah. Yo.
Was that a jab at Gen Z?
I didn't want to say it. You say it. I didn't want to say it.
yeah.
I caught the stray.
Because personally, you can say whatever you want. I'm even telling you right now, say it. It's fine. You know what I mean? I'm even telling you, it's okay. But other people do not do it because you don't know how the state they're in.
Yo, the stats are crazy, guys. I'm so sorry, but I just had to. It's estimated that 50,000 to 100 victims are trafficked annually in South Africa, women and children. And yeah, if these are accurate, this is scary.
50,000 is a big number.
They're saying 50 to 100,000 victims. So I'm trying to fact check this quickly, but I just ran the stats.
Okay, we're gonna fact check it when we come back. But
yeah,
we got a lot of problems.
Yeah,
but I feel like some things they should be above all other things.
Correct.
And we should talk about them and educate people that these things are actually happening.
They are happening.
Yeah.
And people don't do that often. But we're gonna fact check some of these here when we come back. This is the Bogart Morning Show.
His voice is nice.
Anything is anything in this world nowadays, guys. 2025, guys. I don't know what it is.
You know that comment on TikTok, I hear my people, but I don't see my people.
What comment is that?
What does that mean?
If someone
What?
who, like, let's say I look a certain ethnicity,
Yes.
Okay.
but when I speak, I sound Scottish.
Oh.
Then the Scottish people say, I hear my people,
But I don't see my people. That's funny.
Okay, I get it. I
man.
I see you. But anyway, the time's exactly 26 minutes past our 10 o'clock. Let's hear what Rose has in the sports.
Slight delay. I've been apprehended by Operation Chanela. But nonetheless, the officers have allowed me to proceed and to at least send this just to communicate that some of the exciting events that took place during the course of the weekend as far as sports is concerned. Diving right into it, of course, we had some action coming out of the rugby championship that took place this past weekend. It was quite exciting. A good time for South Africa to bounce back. Of course, as you know, South Africa was taking on Australia in the second game as far as the rugby championship is concerned. And this specific encounter took place at the DHL Stadium out in the mother city in Cape Town. The stadium was filled to the rafters. Fans definitely came out to show support for the boys in green and gold, considering the dismal performance that took place just about 2 weeks ago out in Joburg in Ellis Park Stadium. It was a good bounce back for the Springboks. Of course, Jesse Crew was leading the boys in green and gold, and he ensured that there was a victory, quite a comprehensive victory. A little bit nail-biting towards the end, but of course the Springboks prevailed, ensuring that they come out with a 30-22 victory against Australia. On the other hand, there was another fixture that took place that saw Argentina host New Zealand. Of course, Argentina, surprisingly so, came out with a victory in that encounter with a 29-23 victory over New Zealand. And just to give you an insight as far as the log tables are concerned, at the top of the table, of course, we got New Zealand. After 2 victories, they set up at the top with 6 points. Coming in at second was Australia. Of course, they also have played 2 games and sitting with 5 points. As far as that's concerned, that's also coming in from the bonus points that they got against the Springboks. And of course, speaking about the Springboks, they sit currently at position number 3 with 4 points. Of course, sharing 4 points with Argentina as well. So if you look at the table right now at the moment, it looks finely poised, quite competitive. We know in yesteryears the Rugby Championship has always been a tournament that's been dominated by New Zealand and of recent years South Africa. But if you look at the table right now, it really looks like it's finally poised and quite fairly balanced for what is said to be another tough third round of the tournament. Speaking about the third round of the Rugby Championship will get underway on the 6th of September. That will, of course, see Australia hosting Argentina, and of course, New Zealand will host South Africa. That's going to be a big encounter. Of course, I'm looking forward to see that haka being performed against the Springboks in Siya Kolisi and the likes. And then to shift our attention to before I shift my attention, rugby is still capturing my attention, considering it's still Women's Month. We're heading towards the end of it. The South African women's rugby team are currently participating in the first ever Women's Rugby World Cup, and they started off on a very good note. They took on, of course, Seleção, commonly known as, they took on Brazil, the Brazilian women's rugby team. Quite a competitive encounter altogether. Those tries galore, tries flying left, right, and center. But of course, the Springbok women came out victorious, and of course, the coach dedicating the victory to each and every single player, pretty much stating that he knows the background of every player, he knows the background, he knows the areas, he knows the community that they've come from, and the victory that took place yesterday is definitely one that the players should be entirely proud of. Speaking about that, defending champions as far as the women's rugby World Cup is concerned, New Zealand, they of course also started their campaign on a higher note, thrashing Spain with quite an emphatic score. I think it was 54-8 if I'm not mistaken. So it's really it's a try-scoring festival as far as the women's rugby World Cup is concerned. But we're holding thumbs and crossing everything to ensure that our women in green and gold come out victorious and maybe just make it into the latter rounds of this year's tournament. Really, really exciting times as far as that's concerned, as far as women's sports is concerned all around the world, and specifically in South Africa. Finally, time to shift my attention to what's going on in the world of football. It's been an entertaining weekend as far as our football is concerned. There's been results flowing from all over as far as domestic league football is concerned, also as far as our tournament football is concerned. Speaking about tournament football, Wafa, the last man standing. Yeah, we are down to 2 now. Stellenbosch Football Club will take on Orlando Pirates. Yeah, I almost said Mamelodi Sundowns. It's become such a common attendance of them to make it into finals. But unfortunately, this time around, they were robbed by the Sea Robbers, none other than the Buccaneer itself. Of course, came out victorious in that encounter. Remember, the first leg finished off in a 1-1 draw. That was a couple of weeks ago. And this past weekend, the game went all the way into penalties after it was also finished up at 1-1. Of course, and overall finishing in a 2-2 aggregate draw. Went all the way to penalties, and of course the hero of the moment, Siphesihle. In fact, actually, not a very bad joke, but I'll put it out there anyway. Somebody said, Kelly Kumalo, please refrain from contacting Siphesihle. Yeah, it's not my words, it's not what I taught me. I'm not the one that said it, but nonetheless, the hero of the day, Siphesihle, came out and ensured that the Buccaneers robbed Mamelodi Sundowns of yet another final, as of course Orlando Pirates booked their spot at Atteridgeville Stadium. They booked their spot into the Wafa MTN8 final. That date, of course, they've set up a date against none other than Steve Barker's Stellenbosch Football Club, an entertaining final that we'll look out for. And then to look at what's going on as far as Europe, as far as European football is concerned, we sort of in England, where it was quite entertaining altogether throughout the course of the weekend. I know a lot of fans were actually expecting their teams to come out victorious. When I say their teams, I'm referring to Manchester City. They've gone so many fans throughout the course of 5-10 years. Most of those fans were left with a huge amount of disappointment and embarrassment this weekend, as they were defeated 2-0 by Tottenham Hotspur. A lot of people expected Manchester City to bounce back, but it was rather unfortunate as they couldn't bounce back from that 2-0 defeat to Tottenham Hotspur. Other results that came in during the course of the weekend, of course, Bournemouth got a 1-0 victory over Wolverhampton. Brentford got the better of Aston Villa with a 1-0 victory in that encounter. Arsenal thrashed Leeds United with a 5-0 drubbing in that encounter. Of course, Gyökeres got onto the score sheet. In fact, he got a brace in that encounter, opening his account for the Gunners. And of course, there were some fixtures that took place yesterday as well. Some interesting fixtures. We'll look at La Liga. Of course, Real Madrid found a way to bounce back with a 3-0 victory against Oviedo, newly promoted side Oviedo. Of course, Kylian Mbappe getting a brace in that encounter. Vinicius Jr., surprisingly so, started off on the bench, but the minute he came on, the game's face, or rather the process of the game changed, as he was pretty much the catalyst to ensure that Real Madrid came out to the 3-0 victory in that encounter against newly promoted side Real Oviedo. And that's pretty much my story for this morning. Back again between 9 and 11 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. Until then, that's enough said.
Wow, there's a lot of puns going on around the team Pirates there. Mm-hmm. The Sea Robbers. We've got one of the Buccaneers in the building. She said, no, guys. She's denying the name. I don't know where he came from. But shout out to you. It's been there. So they are the Sea Robbers. Man. But yeah, I think
that makes sense.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense because they're pirates, like.
Yeah.
Pirates. They even have a flag, for crying out. You guys have a flag.
It looks like a pirate flag.
And what do pirates do? They rob things. Just say. This one is not on me. These puns are not on me. 100%. This one's no. But yeah, man, it's quite an exciting one right here on the Bogart Morning Show. The name is Ronny J. Drizz, extraordinary DJ, man. We'll do this every Monday, Wednesday, all the way to Friday here with Siphesihle and Rob. It's going to be an exciting one.
Just like you like mentioning my birthday's tomorrow, I accept e-wallets, danko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
In fact, it's still my birthday month. Guys, you can still send in.
It's not about you now. It's my time.
I like to take over. I like to take over. All right, cool. We got some sad news when we come back. But yes, it's going to be a great Monday as well. Good morning.
I have a bit of sad news. Legendary South African actor Nandi has died at the age of 75. Yes, and it's a sad one. She's such an amazing legend.
Amazing, eh? And she was a hilarious person. Actually,
very funny.
She was
her videos,
very funny, and she was like, she would just brighten up the mood. Even if she enters a room, she'll brighten up the mood with just her character.
Her character, her work ethic, the way she acted, just her storytelling had so much soul and representation as well. Yeah, her death was actually announced in a joint statement by the family and the National Department of Sports and Arts and Culture. And she was best known for her role in SABC 1 Soul City, Mam Nandi. And she was just far more than an actress, like just African storytelling, She was like a mother of the nation.
No, truly, she was. She was. And she was amazing, man. And when I heard the news as well, but she lived a long life. Like, she lived a full life.
Full life, nah?
Because she was happy.
Yeah,
she was a happy
she did what
woman.
She loved.
I'm sure she went through tribulations and everything else, just like anybody else. But, there's just people who are just alive.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I completely agree with that. And she was once the voice that said, "You too can rise." So speaking of struggles and tribulations, and her saying that, listen, you too can rise. Yeah, she's definitely a voice of hope.
Yeah, definitely a voice of hope, man. So, because she was that kind of person as well, man. And a person who realizes that is actually a person who understands life and what it means.
What it means, nah?
Just to live life. Because life is very simple, guys. You just gotta leave it. You just gotta be, and I know it's a difficult thing for most people to understand. Like, you just gotta be happy. Don't let things happen, because they're always gonna be there. Bad things and things you can't control. But what you can control is your happiness. You're always gonna be there, man. All right, cool. 42 minutes past the hour, 10 o'clock. This is the Bogart Morning Show, and we were talking about the Gen Z era. We haven't heard the cons actually.
We mentioned them.
Is that what I was mentioning?
The ones you were mentioning are practically the ones that I feel are the pros, because this research analysis was just mainly based on the pros, the good things that the Gen Zs are doing. But the cons I think we have touched on, from work ethic to just them not sticking it through. The gazelling spirit is not there.
It was not them sticking it through. I did mention it was also like a misunderstanding on the other part, like, of course, the millennials or the generation before that.
Yes.
Because I feel like they were just misunderstood. Like, so we think we need to find another way to come together and actually see how we can work together with the new generation.
Together and work together.
But I feel like this whole working from home thing, it works for most companies, eh?
Apparently they want to everyone must come back to work. I read something, I'm being for real. I literally read
what was the reason?
Where they were like, everyone must start. Bums on seats is important. That's what it's called.
You just want to look at me working.
It basically, I guess. But I'm sure there's more into it. Maybe work drive has maybe really dropped, but maybe quality of work is not the same, because if you know your boss is next door, you are bound to deliver. But now my boss is 20 kilometers 30 kilometers away from me. I can drink a savannah once I answer the email. As I answer the email, I'm sipping on my savannah, I'm saying kind regards.
Guys, I'm telling you, I got a lot of friends like that. Listen, I'm not putting them out there.
It's the reality.
It's ridiculous.
No, it's the reality. Let's not lie. It's the reality. I'm telling you.
I think this home
I'll
thing
be in Cape Town.
It's killing people.
I'll be in Cape Town attending that Zoom meeting.
Attending the Zoom meeting. As soon as the meeting is done, the laptop is down. No.
Maybe I think in order for it to continue, I really hope that people are making sure that they're still delivering the same quality of work.
At
because
first,
the quality drops.
I think at first the quality was high. And then now it just got out of hand.
It's going to get out of hand. You know, I feel like a lot of people in management positions are crying. They have to be following up a lot. People are forgetting meetings.
During your lunch break.
I was about to say that people will sleep and then they forget to the Zoom meeting. And then it's like, why were you not in the meeting? You know, they now have to come up with a story, you know, guys, don't mess it up. Like, this remote working thing is amazing.
Yeah, because they're getting too much. Some of my friends, I mean, you're going to find them, especially Midrand. Let me just say, speak about Midrand.
Hey, Midrand is problematic. Hey.
The people work from home and they live in Midrand.
Hey.
Yeah. 10 o'clock in the morning, you're seeing them at Tops. Like, yeah, they're walking out of Tops. We're not together inside, but they're walking out of Tops.
Yeah. Just to make that
Just
clear.
to make it clear.
I
was not there.
We're not together.
Yeah.
Which is like, how come, even what time did you go to Tops?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And what time? Or maybe they'll video call you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know that video of the prisoners?
Yeah.
Of that, Dara.
Hey, we are here.
Dara,
It's nice here. We're eating nicely.
That's exactly what they'll be doing. Oh my goodness. No, that's hilarious.
There's also been complaints by people that are working remotely that now the work overload is insane because now
because you can't drink your savannah now.
No, there's no commuting time.
There's no commuting time, and they will give you now double the work that you used to do. Remember now, you come in at 8, you clock in at 5, you've clocked out. You're fortunate if you don't have to take your work home. But now people that are working from home are saying that they're getting like a lot of work. It's getting out of hand because now they're practically saying, but you can do it, you're home.
Yeah, you don't have to travel in the morning.
Can I add this? Can you also, fix that before the deadline? You can do it, you're home, Feroza. Just answer that quickly for us, yeah?
I know there's no traffic for you.
Even after hours, you understand what I'm saying? Like, they feel like, you're home, man. Just do it quickly. And then it's a lot of work.
I was working with one of my friends as well, and it was after hours. And then he said, you know what, I'm going to switch off my phone and tell my boss that, no, I left my phone charging, so I had to switch it off. So I couldn't do it. And then that time he's saying, I'll speak to him tomorrow. I'm like, but that's work. What if they need you right now?
Apparently the workload is also like insane because you're home. They will give you a lot of work because they probably also feel like you have the comfort of your home, you have Wi-Fi, you can do the work.
As a squad, we once went to go visit a particular friend at his house. And he's like, I'll be with you just now, guys. I just have to attend this meeting. And we're sitting in his lounge. We are drinking. We are doing the things that the youngsters do. And we are sitting quietly because Mugai has his computer there.
Open.
And he's in a meeting.
And he's talking, yeah.
And we are listening to this meeting, but we are quietly drinking with each other there. Then as soon as he's done, he closes. We're like, hey, let's party.
I love my Midrand people, but hey, Midrand.
Man.
I think it's like the capital. Okay, I'm not gonna.
Of what?
I'm gonna leave it there.
We'll leave it there.
Yeah, I'll leave it
there.
there.
Midrand has been catching strays too much. If you make your bed your workspace and then you also make your space of rest, then you also that energy there.
Yes.
No, it's not a good one.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, yeah, but definitely me. If I don't know, I'll just still do the same thing. Literally.
I'll be the ones that travel a lot for sure. I would always have my laptop with me. Next thing I'm in MP. Next thing I'm in the Western Cape. Next thing I'm in Durban. But I'm working. I'll definitely be all over. That I know.
And the Summit Groove, they're there. I swear to God,
I'm online there. I'm online. Don't worry. Just move that mouse for me. Just can I please get a shot over here? Move that mouse.
We had a gathering of just as friends. They're on the laptop. Like, hey, yeah. Savannah in the hand.
You know what? I've done that
happening.
before. I'll be like, guys, I need to open my computer to do something really quickly.
Yep.
And then I'll close it. And I'm there within my friends. I'm like,
yeah, you
just
see?
quickly, guys, quickly. Just
quickly. And it's always the quickly ones. It's like, it's always like that. But yeah, man.
Thing I saw on TikTok where, when you have an impossible manager. So this girl was in her meeting and behind her you could see the ocean and the sky.
Yeah.
Like, where are you? I thought you were working from home. She's like, well, where I am is home. I'm working. I'm on this meeting with you. Like, what's the problem? Yeah, but you're at the beach. I'm online. I'm talking to you.
This is my house.
What's the problem?
They're trying to find out what the hell is going on, man.
Yeah, I think some people might have a problem with that, that now you're all the way in Dubai with your laptop open and I'm answering there. Yes, I'm seeing the buildings, it's looking nice. As your manager, what am I supposed to say? Like, I'm going to stop talking about the meeting. I'm going to ask you, how's Dubai? Like, what's going on there?
What's happening there?
What's happening there? Like, how's the weather? Huh? Yeah, don't forget to send that report. I want it still.
The time is exactly 4 minutes until the 11th hour of the day, man. This is where we say breakfast is served. We're going to do this again on Wednesday and Friday as well, man. It's going to be an exciting one. We've got an exciting guest on Wednesday. What's her name?
Nanette.
Yeah, Nanette. She's going to be talking about her music career, journey, etc. And also Friday is going to be an exciting one. So you definitely want to tune in for that one.
Yeah,
it's going to be, definitely exciting. But yeah, it's a Monday, ladies and gentlemen. I hope we helped you kickstart the week. It's going to be an exciting one for you as well. It's going to be an exciting one for us as well. Good morning.